you doing here?
I missed you too.
You shouldn't be out of bed.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. You suffered a major head injury.
It's not that serious.
You can't remember what happened.
All right, well, maybe it was a little bit serious.
I guess not enough to knock some sense into you.
Good one. Anyway, I just had to get out of the house. I love Ethan, but 3 hours of Joey the Jellyfish cartoons. It's too much to bear.
That sounds brutal.
Anyway, Kim called. Some guy with a ton of money saw the interview she did with me and my mom. He did a little research on the foundation, and he wants to pay for a series of public service announcements against housing discrimination.
No way, that's awesome.
So, can you get out of here?
Now?
Yeah, I mean, he's at the station, and I'd really like some moral support, especially if I have to be on camera.
Well, I guess I could take an early lunch.
Oh, that's great. Let's go.
You know, it is amazing what can happen from the same interview. I mean, something as good as this and something as bad as that hate mail your mom got.
And the hit and run.
Well, we aren't sure yet if that's connected.
I am. There's no doubt in my mind.
We have just got a whole pile of dead ends here. The tread analysis came back, but the tire is used on too many cars to get a specific make or model. And as you know, the surveillance camera in that end of the parking lot is out, and there are no eyewitnesses.
So what do we do now?
Well, we've reached out to informants in various hate groups, but there's no leads there.
So it could have been someone who was careless or drunk.
Listen, I know you don't want to believe it had anything to do with the foundation.
It doesn't matter what I want to believe. We just have to wait and see.
In the meantime, I want you all to be extra careful, please.
I don't think Luke's going to pull away from the public outreach he's been doing. And frankly, I don't think he should.
Even if someone tried to kill him?
Holden, I'm as scared as you are. But Luke can't curl up in a ball and hide under the table.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go looking for trouble either, and neither do you.
Excuse me. You all need to lay low until we find out who did this.
What if it wasn't someone from the hate group? What if it wasn't a stranger at all?
Holden. Who?
Damien Grimaldi.
So wait, Holden really believes that your father set up the accident?
Wait, Holden is my father. And I wouldn't be surprised if Damien did it. Oh, excuse me. Could you tell Kim Hughes that Luke Snyder and Noah May are here to see her? Thanks.
You know that sounds crazy.
What?
The idea that Damien paid someone to have you run down? I mean, how could he know you wouldn't be killed?
Well, he probably hired a professional who knew what they were doing.
Oh, yeah, you know all about these hired professionals.
Look, Damien might not be a covert ops type of psycho like your dad is, but you don't know what he's capable of.
I don't believe he would hurt you.
But that's based off of a couple conversations you had with him where he was probably lying through his teeth in order to charm you.
I'm not so easily charmed.
Well, I was able to do it, so it couldn't be that hard.
Aha, trust me, it wasn't your charm.
Look, I'm just saying, I know Damien a lot better than you do, and he is not to be trusted.
I still don't think you'd arrange for a hit and run on his only son.
Well, either way, I hope we got the message across that we want him the hell out of here.
I don't think he got the message.
Hi, you two. Thanks so much for coming on such short notice.
Of course, we think it's a great idea.
Oh, I know. PSA announcements are very helpful. I think we'll probably do the first one with you and your mother.
Oh, that's great. The foundation's been getting so many calls still from the interview that you...
I know the station is too. It's wonderful.
So, when do we start?
You have to meet the donor.
Of course. Where is he? Right here.
We checked out Damien as soon as we found out that he was the one who brought Luke to the hospital, but no one saw him at the scene of the crime and his car was clean.
Okay. Do you really think it's a coincidence that Luke gets run down and Damien just happens to be there in time to play hero and save Luke's life?
I have no evidence to think otherwise.
Keep looking. It's there.
You really think that he would run down his own son?
If he didn't do it, then he paid somebody to do it.
I don't trust him either. And I know only too well what Damien's capable of, but I don't think he would play games with Luke's life. He's here to rebuild the relationship.
That's exactly the reason why he would do it. Luke doesn't want anything to do with him, so what better way to turn the kid around than to save his life?
Unless he was here for something else.
I can't believe you set me up like this.
Listen, I was thinking about the value of the PSA announcements. Believe me, I had no intention of upsetting you.
Don't blame Miss Hughes. I convinced her you'd never consider it if you were involved.
You're damn right.
All right. But now that we're all here, can we at least discuss it?
No! No! Damien, what the hell are you trying to prove?
That I'm serious about making amends.
And you think you can just write a check and it's done?
What's the start? Look, you should consider what's best for your cause. Yeah. A public service TV campaign can reach a lot of people, Luciano.
Damien, what's best for my cause is if you stay far, far away.
When you and Luke did Kim's show last week, you said that Luke had started the foundation with money he got from Damien's family.
He did.
Maybe Damien doesn't want the Grimaldi name associated with the foundation.
So you're saying that he isn't here to win Luke back, but maybe to scare him off?
It's possible, isn't it?
It is. But we still need to protect Luke and Lily.
Damien is not after me.
No, we haven't ruled out the hate groups yet, and you did receive that letter.
So what do we do now?
Well, I keep investigating, because this is all just speculation. I can't move on anything yet, and you two keep your eyes open.
For how long?
I don't know.
You know what? That's not good enough.
Holden.
You may have to play by the rules, but I don't.
Holden, please don't take this into your own hands.
I won't. Unless I have to. There's nothing I won't do to protect my family.
Want some lunch?
No, thanks.
You're upset.
No kidding.
It'll be okay.
If I find out that Damien tried to run down Luke...
I don't think he did it. He wants to make things right with Luke.
That's what he always says. No agenda. He just wants to reconnect. Every couple of years, he comes back here. He tries to worm his way into everyone's lives. He gets shut down, and then he goes. You'd think he would have figured out that it doesn't work by now.
I'll admit his tactics aren't always smart, but he'd be crazy to think he could win Luke back by running him over.
Well, if it wasn't Damien, whoever it was, whoever did the hit and run is still out there, and we don't have a clue who that is.
Margot will find him.
I hope so.
And Damien will go away again once he realizes that there's no place for him in Luke's life.
Or yours.
Or mine. That ship sailed a long time ago.
Good.
And the position is now permanently filled.
Good.
He can show up here and act like everything's forgotten.
Well, I'm sure he doesn't think it's that simple.
Whatever, I don't even care.
Yeah, clearly not.
All right, I care. But I'm not gonna fall for one of his stupid pranks.
Oh, I understand that. But you know, Kim was right. I mean, those PSAs could be really effective.
I'm not gonna let him bribe me.
So take yourself out of it. If he wants to make a contribution to the foundation, let him.
My mom and I are in the first ad.
Yeah, but Damien doesn't have to be there. If he wants to just write his checks, let him do that and forget about it.
No, I'm not taking his money.
Luke, you started all this with his money.
Yeah, but that was different. He wasn't here.
You don't even have to talk to him.
Look, Noah, you make it sound so easy. But tell me something. Truthfully, if your father showed up and started doing what Damien is doing, how would you feel?
What are you doing here?
Didn't mean to intrude.
You were looking in our window.
I need to speak to Lily.
No, you don't.
It's important.
What do you want from us?
I need to ask you a favor.
Oh, come on, you're not serious.
It's about our son.
Hasn't Luke made it very clear he wants you out of his life?
Holden.
Thank you.
What kind of favor?
I wanted to do something for Luke, so I got in touch with Kim Hughes at WOAK. I wanted to pay for a series of public service announcements on housing discrimination, and Luke wouldn't allow it.
And you're surprised?
I'd like you to reason with him. Just convince him that I'm just trying to help.
You're assuming that I think that's all you're really after.
Have I done anything at all to make you think otherwise? I just don't want to... Look, I want to help him, and I want to show him that I've changed.